Want to find aquatic frogs? You may be looking in all the wrong places. Aquatic frogs primarily live in very calm fresh water. And if you live in North America, you may find green frogs, leopard frogs, and American bullfrogs. But actually finding them can be difficult sometimes. And you definitely want to look in the right places. So here are my top places and tips to find aquatic frogs in the wild and what to do if you can't find any. My favorite place to look for aquatic frogs is in the marsh. But you may also live near a bog, swamp, or bayou. These are great places to find aquatic frogs. You can generally find them along the shorelines in very shallow areas among the vegetation. They usually just have their nose kind of sticking out of the water. You can see their eyes, you can see them breathing. Maybe they're making just small pools around them. You may also find them out of the water in the early evenings just chilling in the sun. This is because they're cold-blooded and they like to warm up in the direct sunlight when it's not too strong. However, during the day, they're going to be submerged in water to stay hydrated. You can also look at a local pond. The principle is the same here. Look along the shorelines, among the vegetation, look for something sticking out of the water, generally a small snout. And in this case here, you can see that there are actually 3 frogs just sitting here in the water. They're hard to spot in the light reflecting off the pond, but you can see them there. You could also go to a lake, but you want to be looking for frogs in extremely calm areas of the lake. For some reason, every time I go to a lake, I find a frog. Here's a strange kind of landscape. You might also find frogs in a fen, in these shallow pools of water. If you go to these places and you still can't find any frogs, the best time to go is at night. If you head out in the early evening, there's a lot more chances that you'll hear frogs calling, especially if it's the springtime. In this video, you can hear spring peepers calling in the early spring right after sunset. If you live in the southern hemisphere, it may be best to go during the rainy seasons. I love going to my local marsh to look for frogs in the wild. It's a lot of fun to be able to observe them in their natural habitat without the need for any human intervention. Let me show you how you can find frogs in your backyard in this video.